Welcome to Toffee TV. This is the Your Comments video for Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. Smiling today. I haven't been smiling for the last couple of days. Let's get straight into the comments. Let's start with Callum 96. Callum says, we are the most frustrating club at times on our day, but we can beat teams like Arsenal and United and even City, then barely beat Bournemouth and Norwich. So infuriating because the potential is there and it gets pissed up the wall in games like this. Yeah, Callum, can't disagree with that. Neil Martin says, get some under 23 players in the squad. Never want to see the likes of Coney, Cleverley or Oviedo in the squad again. I definitely feel as though we should be getting the likes of Tom Davis. I'm still stunned how he's not in there. Maybe even get Kieran Dowell back on the bench and give us a little bit of an option. Suomi Heikki, I think that's how you say it, says, I don't know about anybody else, but yet again today we missed Barry. Playing injured, it was like he wasn't there. He was ineffective, and we can't cope without him. Both terrifying and shocking. Today Bournemouth ran straight through the middle of the pitch without any problems all day long. Garner looked lost without Barry, and it was obvious he couldn't defend the whole midfield line himself. Yeah, totally agree. Martin Brody, Barkley's overrated as hell. Is he? He's not playing well. Sam Allardyce knows this. Yeah, we've seen so-called flashes of brilliance from time to time, but they're too few and far between to be not regarded as flukes. I don't think he's got the intelligence or ability. Martin, I disagree a little bit, although at the moment he's not playing well at all, is he? Bertie Blue, mid-table mediocrity runs through us like Blackpool runs through Blackpool Rock. We assign greatness to players, none of whom would be standout at our competitors. Look at Lescott, Rodwell, Arteta, Pienaar and Fellaini, lauded here, but bit part players at various better clubs. Okay, Alan Wynn, the whole team are rubbish today. They should hang their heads in shame. Do not deserve their wages. Poor. I can't disagree with that, Alan. I really can't. Paul Robinson, I'm a season ticket holder living in West Yorkshire, so home games are a 180-mile round trip for me. I've got to be in Bournemouth for 9 AM on a Saturday morning, hoping for a serious... He had to be in Bournemouth at 9 AM. Oh, no, sorry. Forget that one. Let me do it again. He's got to be in Bournemouth 9 AM Saturday morning, so he's hoping for a serious reaction on Friday night to make the effort worthwhile. That said, Palace are on a good run and always seem to leave the old lady smiling. Paul, I apologise for totally niassing your comment there. Unbelievable. Terrible by me. Poor performance. Give myself 2 out of 10. 13 says we should be starting Holgate in a 5-2-2-1 with fullbacks that push up through the midfield. Don't know about that one. Bit complicated. Callum 96, another one from him, said, I said after the Norwich game our lack of depth is terrible. I'm actually worried if we're going to lose games like this one against Bournemouth, what the hell are the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool going to do to us in the league? Let's not think too much about that because I'll start crying. Charles Hildebrand, as soon as people started comparing us to Leicester, this happens, and you know what? I'm glad it did. We're going to lose throughout the season, and at least with every loss, Koeman knows the squad's weakest players and will eventually replace them. I hope we can bounce back with a win from the Crystal Palace game and show Balassi he made the right choice. We need a loud crowd for Friday night. That's it, Charles, isn't it? It's good. There's going to be games like this Bournemouth game, slipped, bumps along the way. The disappointing thing for me was that it came so close to the Norwich game, which was I just regarded as a bump in the road. But yeah, I suppose Ronald Koeman, with every defeat he learns more and more about the squad, doesn't he? But it's one of those opportunities that some players have missed at the weekend. Xiao says, you're right about leaving players to stand up for themselves. Delafeu had a great opportunity to stake a claim but failed, and Barkley too needs to step up and realise how essential his performance is to the whole team. Balassi still has to prove himself as well. Tank C, that was a shocking performance today. Back to reality, I suppose. Ross must be benched and Tom Davis given a run in the team. Yeah, I think I am of that now. I think Ross, I've defended him for a few weeks. It's not all about Ross Barkley, by the way. People are Some people are jumping on everything that Ross does, other people are defending him. I personally still think he's a fantastic player, but at this moment he's not doing enough, and I think maybe if we take him out and give him a little blow, get Tom Davies in there, you know, it'll change the dynamic of the team. But Ross Barkley at the weekend wasn't the only one, by the way. Sammy Rich, Koeman has done a decent job. You can't build a squad in one window, it will take time, it will. Ivor Wood, back to reality. Everton are going backwards every season is the same. A top 10 finish would be a good one for Everton, would it? William McGuinness, worst game our midfield has had today under Ronald Koeman. Up to him now to sort it out. Hopefully it's just a one-off and lessons will be learned today. David Mapping, I think the team got too excited after all those wins, and from now on we should perform. Like last season, unfortunately. I don't think it's that bad, David. We have to address it, but I don't think we're there. Carl Hughes, got to agree with what you said. Need more of the under-23s on the bench and pushing for a place in the first team. Hopefully Koeman will be just as unhappy and will respond accordingly. A lot of Ross Barkley ones. Thomas Clare, Barkley has lost it. He now has become overrated and wholesale clear out. Get the kids in, they can't be any worse. Joe Fairfield a little bit more level-headed. Just one of them today. Need to start again. Some players need to take a look at themselves. Barkley was poor again, not the only one though. I'd be happy if we averaged 4 wins from every 6, so would I. So it's not all bad. We're going to lose at some point. Just the manner of the defeat that hurts up the Toffees. That is exactly it, Joe. It's the way we lost the game. It's not, you know, it's not the way. Not the fact that we lost, it's the way we lost it. Coleman, win your battle with eye before bombing on. That comes from John Shelley. Matthew Holsall, how many times do we say Lukaku isn't fit? I'm sick of saying it. He's lazy and we should have cashed in on him over the summer, in my opinion. Then we could have bought 2 or 3 forwards. Matthew, he's shown that he scores goals and it's difficult to get a goal scorer. Yes, we should have bought strikers. We had the money anyway to buy strikers, so why didn't we? You know, cashing in on Rom, not yet, not for me, not until we've seen other players who can score goals. Let's read the last couple. Sonny Sharma, poor today, we were too predictable, and Miss Baines definitely need to learn our lesson from today. Bournemouth deserved their win, we can play much better, we can do. Just some Evertonian, poor performance, no denying that at all, and we have to improve. But while 2 defeats in a row is a reality check, it's not the end of the world. On to the next game now and a much better performance. And we'll finish with 2. Mr. Ubertube 001, a pissed off Baz nails it. Thank you. Patrick Mac 1 EFC, expecting a massive reaction on Friday. I think we all are, Patrick. Let's hope for a big victory on Friday night, and let's get back up to 2nd place in the league and get into that international break on the back of a win. This has been Your Comments for Toffee TV, and I'll catch you soon.